Hello and welcome back. This is your friendly neighborhood French Canadian, aka V-Slayer. And if you're hearing a weird buzzing sound in the background, it's because someone decided to cut grass even though there's snow on the ground this morning. Welcome to Canada. Anyhow, if I sound weird, it's because I changed some settings on my mic because there was too much popping. I don't know if people like that or not, but when I listen to it, I find it annoying as heck. So, I'm trying to reduce that. But anyhow, I wanted to make a video on all the gameplay changes that we know of so far that will be coming in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 11 or Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate, UMK 11, whatever you want to call it, with the patch that Tyler Lansdowne confirmed that was coming. So there's a lot of changes people notice and that I noticed myself. So we're gonna go through them, talk a bit about them. First, let's talk about wake-ups, because this is something people have been really concerned about for a long time, that there's too many options when you're down, that somehow the defensive player has the advantage. Now, for the most part, I think that is not true. The thing is, people don't want to block people's up 2s and up 3s when you know they're gonna do it, when a player abuses them. But there are many options, so you can do up 2 to launch, you can do up 3 to get them off you, and it has armor. And then you can roll forward, you can roll backwards, so you can do a short delay wake up, you can do a long delay wake up. And now they changed it so that there is only one timing on the delay wake up. So if you see your opponent is staying on the ground, then you will know the timing for meaty. So you will actually be able to meaty on delay wake ups, or at least it'll be easier, it'll be easier to lab it and to actually know the timing, because it's very hard to do in MK11 for, most characters. I do think that some characters like Katana's back 1-4 is a really good meaty tool. But yeah, I think this will be a really good change. I don't think they need to change anything else about wake-ups, because I don't think they're too strong or overpowered or anything like that. I think now the next thing I want to talk about are throws. Because again, the throws is something a lot of people have been complaining about, because in MK11, you have a 50-50 chance to tech a throw wrong. So even if you get the timing correct, and the timing is still very strict, but you don't tech the right way, then the next throw, you can get crushing blows, so you can get like 31% damage for just teching the wrong way, and then for failing it to tech again. So in this game, it's been more advantageous to actually just neutral duck, right? But now they are reducing throw damage by 10%. So it used to be 148% for everyone. Now it's going to be 13%. Now I'm going to show you a screenshot of the Rain combat cast where they show him throwing, and it actually does 13%. Now I don't think this is a Rain specific thing. It wouldn't make sense. I do think they are actually nerfing throws. And now we did see throw crushing blows still, so I don't think they are nerfing those specifically. But I wonder if they will change how teching works with the teching directions and things like that. I think that would be a really good change to make, to do away with attacking directions overall, because again, throws are already really good, and the fact that they have like 31% damage if you mess up on a 50-50, it is really not in the defender's favor, and to me it is not a good fighting game mechanic personally. And you can probably argue that it is, but I really don't believe it is. Next up, I do want to talk about some character changes that players have noticed. Now, I'm not gonna go over Katana's buff because I made a whole video about it, so if you want to know what NRS is going to do to her, I'll link the video down in the description and like maybe on a card somewhere. If I feel super fancy, I might do that. They're going to buff her throw damage when she uses Royal Protection to buff her fans. But now let's move on to her mother. So apparently a lot of people think that Sindel's back 2 is being nerfed. So it's that low that everyone on this planet gets hit by. And it also on block, it pushes her back a lot, so it's really good for spacing. Sindel is just an overall really great character, and so I think a nerf like that would make a lot of sense. I don't think she's overpowered in any way, but she is just really strong footsie character, and she controls neutral so easily. So I would understand why NRS would make a change like that. But recently, Tweedy, he's a pro in the NRS scene, a pro player, he said that the pushback nerf is not real, that the example showed in the Rain gameplay video is because the Sindel player was too close, so they were point blank right in Rain's face, and if you do that point blank on block, apparently the pushback is smaller. Maybe our Sindel players in the house, if we have any, can tell us if that's true or not. I'm definitely going to lab it later. So these are the gameplay changes that we do know of. I do think that a lot more is coming. You know, I made a video about a wish list of what should be changed. Again, I'll link that video as well if you haven't watched it. But I do hope that they nerf fatal blows, that they change armor breakers. And in my honest opinion, if they do that, along with all the changes that we know of so far that I've listed, the gameplay specific changes, then this game is definitely going to be up there as one of the best NRS games. Not only is the cast, you know, amazing with the recent edition of Combat Pack 2, but all the gameplay changes, you know, the thing that people have been concerned about since the game's launch, you know, are finally getting addressed. And I do think that NRS, you know, they really listen when it comes to these things. Sometimes they listen too much, perhaps, but I do think that they have good intentions, that they want to make the game more fun for the players. So we might see more changes on the Rambo combat cast. Maybe we'll see some on the Melina combat cast. So keep an eye out for these changes, because some of them are really small, like the throw damage changes. Like, I would have never noticed that. You know, it's so minimal. It's not something you usually look at, right? But anyhow, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and thank you for sticking around and coming by the video.